What is going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Peckham Right TV, where today we host Eltham Lions. They are unbeaten in the league, but see what we got.
What the fuck, man? And he coming with game over slips. Sliders. Game over. Allow it.
It's coming in, that's some fucking love. Jim Ullman back from suspension today after 3 games out. How are you feeling for the game?
Yeah, I'm well up for it now. I'm well up for it, yeah. Good to get back in there.
Eltham Lions, good side?
Brilliant side, yeah, top side. Ain't dropped any points this season, but that's going to give it a good go.
What's just out today? What's the matter?
Nothing's the matter, man. Just one for the team. Hamstring's a bit niggly, so I think it's best to rest it. The season is far from over, innit, man?
I am Anthony's mum. I am his aunt.
That's right, fam business.
Yeah, Keenan
Right,
is
you're
my...
like a family.
Peckham Right, family club, outside.
Yeah, both Keenans are my nephews. I'm always here to support them. I want them to win today.
Love it.
Go, Peckham Right.
And this ain't
FC.
the only cup we're going to be picking up this season.
Yeah.
Some lovely words from the Peckham Right family there. Peckham Right just getting out here, get warm, looking to get back to winning ways. Looking for our first back-to-back victories since last year, to be honest. But let's see what we can do. We call this one the front crawl special because our season's going swimmingly, but we'll see if it's got what it takes to get us into the driving seat of today's game. Anyway, I'll run you through Peckham's starting lineup today. We've gone for Duke and Craig up top with Oba and John out on the right and left, Charlie and Dean in the middle respectively, with Keenan, Gibbs, Jim, Ricky at left back and Mick in goal. It'll be Eltham Lions to kick off. The state of the pitch isn't particularly pleasing today, however we cannot put any blame down to that. We're looking to get out there, play our best kind of football, see how we get on. Eltham Lions just looking to retain possession. Early start, they know what we're about, they've probably seen the videos. Oh, I think that was just it's chocolate cake day today, but I missed the memo for that one. Anyway, Peckham Right just looking to feel out Eltham Lions, keep the ball. We're not going our way as we've lost it straight away. We're inviting the pressure back on ourselves, but personally I think it's a great tackle from Dean, but free kick given. Anyway, this geezer wasn't told to play football, not rugby. Puts it sky high, it's out for a goal kick. Anyway, goal kick comes out from a player. It has to be a long afternoon when the player's on goal kicks. John Woolley, the brilliant interception there. Dukey just gets so unfortunate with a touch. And this player comes right over it very luckily. Well then looks to bolster the attack of their own down our left hand side. However, Dean the mean machine picks it up in the midfield here. Looks to go on a little run, goes past one. He's got no really options on, passes it straight into trouble. Now they let's go on a little drive down the left hand side themselves. They get a bit fortunate with the bounce there. Keep driving on, keep going past the second player there. Not sure what happened, he's like Bambi on ice there. They get a great tackle in there. Anyway, nothing results from the corner. We skip ahead here. Mick with a drop kick puts it out of the pitch. It's a little bit, hot and cold really. No one's going to get their foot on it properly. They go on a little break down the left hand side. We're just looking to step off him a little bit there. He absolutely rinses our right back for pace. Past him, looks to square it into the centre, but Danny Vaughan gets it as expected, sticks it out. Anyway, thrown for Peckham out on the right hand side. It comes short. They manage to get it, however they can't get it any clearer than a right back again. Brings it down superbly, sticks it in the mixer. It's a great ball. We can't actually get on the end of it unfortunately, and they go on a little counter attack, and you can see that's how they're going to get themselves into this game, just by countering us at every opportunity. However, we are fortunate enough to get there first, even if it does mean putting it out for a throw-in. Anyway, the goal kick goes straight up in the air. Unfortunately, it's an uncontested ball by Eltham Lions, straight back up. However, we do manage to get there with a half-hearted chance. When they pop it back straight into the path of Rick, he plays a pass into it. Craig, great hold-up play, reverses the pass. We get a little counter of our own. Charlie feeds in Duke. Lucky there. So it's a bit of a scrap to the definite edge of our area. I don't know what that was, pass or a shot, but it's gone wide anyway. Keenan manages to get there. However, he can only get it clear as far as another Eltham Lions player. It's like a bombardment the way they're coming at us. Anyway, this geezer takes way too long with it. Holds it up. They get the pass back into him. You think we got it, but Jim here keeps us on our toes. Squeaky bum time. And this is to take 2 players on in our area and get it clear. When it does fall, Ricky manages to get there first. put the passing down the line, it's popped straight back to him, but second bite of the cherry feeds it into the path of Craigie, who gets the turn, as a shot, keeper's well out of his position, but just drags wide. Anyway, a free kick for Peckham, midway into the first half. Dump it straight out of the pitch, they just return it straight back to us. We return it straight back to them, they return it straight back to us. What is this, tennis? Anyway, they play it out to a left-hand side. When they try and come down our line, no other than Keenan there to intercept. Beautiful little 1-2, brings it down with his weakened foot, goes for the strike. It's audacious, but it's close, so that's what you've got to do in games like this. Anyway, bit of a recurring pattern here as a goal kick comes up the pitch from Peckham. Great little flick on, Dukey gets there, goes past him, looking to get it into the right-hand channel, and maybe deliver a ball into the area. Unfortunately, he managed to get 2 men up on him and he get there first. Anyway, when they do get it into the path of Dean, who, may I say, I do believe he runs at midfield, plays it in over the top, they head it down, we pick it up, and it's a great little flick, great run, as a shot, keeper tips it onto the bar, and it's so unlucky, so close from Peckham. Anyway, Peckham get a free kick, dink it in, Dino leaps like salmon, gets there, flicks it on, we get it at the back stick, put it across, no one's here unfortunately. They do manage to get it only half-heartedly clear, we have a strike, and it goes marginally wide. Anyway, the free kick comes up from Eltham. It's not got enough on it to beat any of us, so we managed to get there. When they pick it straight back up, they play it down towards our left back. We get a good little interception in there. Jim picks it up, looks to pick out the pass. Dukey then going to hunt it down, and they put it out, but it's good pressure. It's a quick turnaround and a throw in. We get over there. John Woolley looks to take it early-ish. Puts it into the path for Duke. He spins his man. The shot's on the horizon as it's like R1 finesse shot, but it just drags wide. Anyway, the throw in, long ball there from Rick. It's a great throw, they hold it up. They get the interception in, and this is some of the most frustrating football you can watch. It's all like up in the air, you know, no one can get their foot on it. When we eventually do win the possession back, there's nothing on. You can't, there's literally nothing on. John Woolley picks it up, and literally there's nothing on for him. He turns, dazzles on it, eventually does manage to drop the shoulder, the guy goes, plays it back to our centre half, and again, nothing on, so he plays it square. Danny going to look for that Hollywood ball. They get straight in there, they get fortunate with the back, so we pick it back up, play it out to the left hand side. We don't want to lose it, so we cut it back inside. Jim picks it up with all the time in the world. He's got many to pick out, picks out Ricky over on the right hand side. He recovers from a somewhat suspect touch, brings it down, plays it into the right hand channel. Craig gets there, pops it off to Uber. Uber then, he's not really got much on straight away, he tries to wait for them to arrive, plays it in the centre. Dino picks it up, finds himself a bit of space, has the shot. Where it deflects, the keeper is solid, but we don't capitalise on it. Dukey then picks up the ball out on the right hand side. He's going to try and go around his man. He drops the shoulder, cuts it one way and then pops it back the other. Goes past the two of them, looks to put it across, and unfortunately it's just over, but would have been a great goal. Anyway, the goal kick comes up, John Woolley gets there, dinks it in over the top. Craig then does a Dele Alli, flicks it over the geezer's head. Now if he has to shot from there, that's in, but he brings it 5 yards wide, and it goes 5 yards wide.
John.
Anyway, for as frustrating as his first half may have been, it's 0-0, you know, it's constructive, it's something to build on. We've created far more chances than we've conceded, so I'd say that going into the second half we can be optimistic. Now, one substitution is T for Duke. That's probably just a bit of a tactical one to bring Duke back on with some fresh legs later in the game. Now, T here looking to make an instant impact, running onto the through ball. Bit of a suspect I thought there, keeper goes down, but there's nothing in it. Bit of a dubious kick from the keeper as John Woolley picks it up. Ronaldo trots past one, goes to go running. This geezer, look, falls in front of him, and if it's not a foul, it's definitely obstruction at least, so nothing given there's a bit dodge. There's not much in this game, it's a bit of a stalemate to be honest, and we go into half time, whistle blown at 0-0.
The pitch is absolutely cutting up. People are slipping everywhere. I have to give myself an extra 5 yards back there so I don't fucking slip. I got caught out until I got the first 10 minutes, and then we said, listen, for the last half an hour we have been on top, and we are probably unlucky not to go be coming in 1-0 up or 2-0 up.
Anyway, one half-time substitution is Cam for Uber. So he's brought his shooting boots this time. He couldn't score in a brothel last game. Anyway, Keenan picks it up. He's on his right foot, but he plays the ball up the line. Flick on from our player there and blatant handball. Peckham can't quite capitalise on a free kick as it met by an Eltham head. However, Keenan, who's enjoying a fair spell of possession in this game, goes and picks it up out on the left and then demonstrates his best impression of a fortnight dance. Now, Keenan goes to take the throw in quickly into Craig. He pins his man, spins him. He could pop it off or play it to the edge of the area. However, the tackle is made and we crack on. Anyway, goal kick from Peckham comes up about the halfway line. We managed to get there. However, the foul comes in and he clatters Craig in the back. It's not malicious, just weren't looking. Anyway, Gibbs will look to float this into the area. However, not met by Peckham head. It's cleared only as far as John Woolley, who's trying to track back for it. However, this guy has got him for speed and for height, to be fair. Goes past the two, however, he runs it out of play. Fortunate for Peckham there. Anyway, another free kick from Gibbs, floated in. This one hangs in the air a little bit, so his head will go straight back up in the air. He tries an overhead kick, it falls to Craig, and my God, he scuffed that. I've seen more power during a blackout. Anyway, throw-in comes short to Rick. He goes for a little improvised little dink in over to Charlie. Plays a little 1-2 off a Dean-ish. Gets it, plays it out onto the left wing. We then try to bring it down, make something of it. However, we are slowed up by the defender. Manages to find himself a yard eventually, although it be on his weaker foot. Beats the man down the line, puts the ball into the area. It's blocked straight into the path of Craig, who has the shot, and the keeper does well to tip it over. Goal kick's then not met by any head of a player. Bounces, Charlie then gets a foot on it. The defender scuffs it away, back down to Dino. He looks to play the pass out to Cam. Unfortunately, they get there. Dino, beast mode on, gets to the first ball, gets to the second ball, plays Cam in down the right hand side. He's going to look to quit it square, gets it on the left, cuts it inside. They get there, unlucky. However, a squeaky bum time, a bit of a dubious header. We've got the ball on the edge of the area. That's a shot. Called for handball, but it's unfortunate. Anyway, long throw from Keenan meets the free head of Craig. Flicks on, not met by anybody, unfortunately. They managed to get it somewhat clear. However, Keenan gets there, and then a bit of an unorthodox pass, to be honest. You can see what he meant. It's just a little bit too far behind him. Ricky picks it up, though. He's got all the time in the world. He's going to pick himself out of pass. Plays it into the path for T. Plays Cam down the right hand side and his touch lets him down. Unlucky. Let's go on a little drive. T, however, putting a shift in. Cam coming with him. Both tracking it all the way. Ricky then to show the man down the line. Don't know if he's left or right footed, but show him outside and he's got to put the cross in at an awkward angle. Gibbs is there to pick it up. Nice and easy. You know what he's got in his mind. He's going to try and get it out. Finds himself the yards. Plays the pass out into the path of Craig, who brings it down. Goes past this geezer. Let's go past him again. However, fantastic tackle from the Eltham player there and they get it back. Anyway, throwing for Eltham there, met by their player, give him the reverse ball, pop it back off to this player here, number 2. He's got a left foot, hooks it into the area. It's not met by an Eltham player, however, Danny's clearance is not met by a Peckham player, so it's just a bit into end. Can't get out of our half, but soak it up. Look at the shift from the Jays here. John and Jim going in, clattering this geezer. They do win the ball fairly, and they go on a little drive of our own. Eventually, it is intercepted. However, look at this from Charlie. Whoops. Plays it down the left. John Woolley's there, latched onto it. It's 2-on-2 to be fair. Cuts it inside onto the preferred right foot. Has a shot. It's not enough power in that, unfortunately. He had many other options on, but we make mistakes. Gives it another free kick. Put it in the right areas, but we're just not getting there first, unfortunately. However, this is popped off to John Woolley. Finds himself a yard. Goes to unleash it. Has the shot. And the keeper tips it over. That is as close as you're going to get. It's unlucky. Nah, 2 beasts coming off in Dean and Craig. However, to be replaced by Neil and Ant. 2 players I wouldn't mind bringing off the bench. Anyway, corner for Peckham's floated in. It's a great head from the Eltham player there to get it clear. John Woolley then going to chase the ball down there where I think this geezer's going to get there first. He plays it down the right hand side, but Ricky's there to sweep up, put it out for a throw. Anyway, Keenan out here on the left hand side, he loves it. He's got a long throw. He's going to throw it into the path of Neil. Gets a flick on to John Woolley, who picks it up. He's going to cut inside, get it on that favoured right foot. He's had a couple of close calls so far in this game. He gets a tackle, but then to keep the possession, pokes it out to Ricky. No one in the area for him just yet, so he can't put the early cross in. However, he goes for a second Jerry. And I don't know what happened there, but corner Peckham. Corner's unfortunately dragged across the floor. There's a very, very obvious handball decision there, but it's not given. Peckham play on. I'm looking to retain possession, play it out to Keenan. He's going to look to drive it into the right-hand channel. It's intercepted, however, the clearance is then only as far as Charlie, who drives it into the right-hand side again, pops it off to Keenan, gets on first-time right hook on it, stick it in at the back post. We've got 2 players there. Neil drops it off there. We look to get the shot off. Unfortunately, a block is made. Drops to Ant, he has another try, and unfortunately he's blocked it again. Charlie getting a little toe in there. Ricky going to put it in, first time again. However, it is read by the Eltham player, no contesting for it. Straight back up in the air. Charlie then unfortunately running into traffic there. They get it clear as far as Rick. The guy's going to put the pressure up him. However, he spots that the keeper's alright, plays it into the path of Mick. He then puts that kick into the midfield where we're missing Danny clearly. He's playing in defence. No one's there to pick it up, but they go on a little count on themselves. Anyway, the goal kick is then lumped up the pitch. Ant gets there, little flick on. Cam's coming all the way back, pops it off to Ricky, who looks like he's auditioning for Strictly Come Dancing with that move, chops it inside. Gets there before their pressure player there, plays it into the path of Jim. He's going to go on a little run himself. He's getting a little bit complacent, unfortunately, and they put the pressure up him. Ant pops back, gets fouled there. Ricky, look at this. that's not two-footed, I don't know what it is. Anyway, as I said, keeping him fresh, bringing him back on, Duke in the midfield. Let's see how we go. Anyway, Neil with the ball, pops it into Duke there. It's off camera, but he pops it back into Neil. He's going to look to go for a little ping in over the top. Unfortunately, lets him down a little bit. They get it clear, but only as far as a big shout from Danny. He gets his head on it, finds himself out to Ricky. He plays a little pop inside there. Dukey picks it up, cute little move there. And going to drive down the right-hand side. He's going to get it as close to the byline as he can and try and square it back. However, he does manage to get a block in there, and that is unlucky. Neil meets it as it's rising. It's a very difficult header to carry out. Duke gets there, plays it out to Keenan. He's got the ball all the time in the world. He pops a pass into the feet of John. He then eventually pops it back into the path of Keenan. He's got a little bit too much time, unfortunately. Gets caught dwelling on it. They go driving down the right-hand side. This is that player from earlier that was absolutely rapid. However, we do manage to get back and put it out for a corner. Now, however intentional it may or may not be, it's a short-driven corner put in at the front post here. Puts it in. We managed to try and put a slide in, but it's unfortunate. He turns, finds himself a yard and has the shot, and we can't keep it off the line. It's 1-0 Eltham. It's not deserved. It's against the run of play, but anyway, he came out on the right, replaced by Uber. Get some fresh legs. We need to go at him. Peckham need a quick reply. It's a big 10 minutes to try and get back into this. Neil plays a pass into the path of an Eltham player. However, his deflection only goes as far as Neil. Pings it off of their player out for a Peckham throw. Be Ricky to take. He throws it down the line. Eltham player there first, so we're not winning these first balls. It's straight back up in the air, and it's just turning into a bit of a scrappy game, unfortunately. Bit of a suspect tackle there. However, Peckham get the ball. They put it over the top. It's not met by a Peckham player. They're going to do anything they can to run this clock down now as well, because we've been all over them. Anyway, throw-in comes in from Eltham. Peckham actually show a bit of fight. Put the first header in there. Drop it into the path of John. He picks it up. Plays it in. Dukey picks it up. He absolutely sends these geezers down the A20 back to Eltham. Goes past them both. And I don't know if that's a shot or a pass, but nonetheless, it's not what we need. Anyway, they're trying to kill off the game. The keeper picks it up. Lock him up it. I don't know if he went to bounce it or he deliberately dropped it. But he's picked it back up, and the referee's obviously going to give it a free kick. Now, the state of the pitch probably didn't help that. It's probably done him in like a kipper, but nonetheless, he's been booked for it, and they've got a free kick. John rolls it off. Danny going for a Travella. It's blocked. That was a bit special if it were to go in.
They had to pass it.
I'm going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at these for the last 5 minutes or so. Bit of a suspect throwing from Keenan there. We then managed to keep it anyway. Play it across the middle. Dukey plays it. Pitch holds it up though, to state of the pitch. There's a bit of a bulldozing run. He's eventually brought down, but he was powering through there. Anyway, a free kick for Peckham. Neil floats it into the right area. However, an Eltham player falls over an Eltham player, but can't capitalise on it. They get a clearance on it. Out to the right-hand side. Ricky to take the throw in. Made the ball cleared. Ricky brings it down beautifully. Puts a superb ball into the right area. But again, met by an Eltham head. He absolutely latches onto this. Puts good 70 yards on it. But Mick picks it up. He's going to try and play it out from the back. Cute little distribution into Danny. He plays it into another Peckham player, who is brought down fairly maliciously there. And it's a foul for Peckham. Anyway, the resulting free kick for Peckham. We take it, we put it in a box. Keeper claims it. As ever, dying end of this game. Ball's in the corner as it would be. Peckham do manage to get it. Try to get it fairly clear. However, it's picked up by an Eltham player. 30 yards out, cuts inside on his right. As a shot, caught calmly by Mick there. And Mick throws it into the path of John Woolley, tracking all the way back to try and bring it all the way forward again. Pops it inside to Keenan. He's got all the time in the world. Looks to pick out a pass to the midfield. However, it's not met by a Peckham player. They pick it up and play a through ball straight into their striker. And he's beat both the defenders of the offside trap. Pokes it away. It's 2-0. Head up, Keenan. Mistakes happen. You're not the first. You won't be the last. Unfortunately, it looks like Peckham are out of the game. The referee's blown the full-time whistle. Now, if I could just ask you to please like, comment, subscribe. Drop us a share if you want. Comment what you think needs to change. Give some words of motivation. And we'll see you again next week.